Good day again, grade 10 students. So today we'll be discussing how to solve quadratic inequalities into variable. So I'll use the graphing method. So first, we need to change our quadratic inequality into a quadratic equation where ang goal natin talaga is to find the x-intercepts. So ang gusto natin, mas makuha yung roots ng ating quadratic equation to graph using the x-intercepts. So we'll rewrite the inequality as x squared plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. For we denote y as 0. So kung mapapansin mo, ito, instead of writing y, I wrote 0. Then instead na nandito, nilipat ko lang sa kabila kasi masanay kayo na nasa left side siya. So from here, kunin lang natin yung roots. Since this is negative, number na pag pinag-times ko 12, pag pinag-minus ko 4. And the binomial factors of that is x plus 6 saka x minus 2. So, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 minus 2 is 4. Since positive yung ating middle term, yung higher value yung positive. If ever nalilito pa sa factoring, kailangan natin siya talagang reviewin, ha? So, from here, we'll write x sub 1 plus 6 is equal to 0 and x sub 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Lipat lang sa kabilang side, x sub 1 will be negative 6, x sub 2 will be positive 2. So from that part, grade 10, we just need to write the coordinates which are negative 6, 0 and 2, 0. So value ng x, then value ng y. Ganun din po sa kabila. Ito rin yan. Okay? So, from that part, kunin naman natin yung y-intercept. Yung iba ini-skip na ito. Pero ako gusto ko na merong y-intercept para medyo mas guide or mas guided yung ating graph or yung ating parabola. Since y-intercept, we will write x as equal to 0. So, madali lang din makunin yung y-intercept kasi obviously, yung y-intercept is whatever's the constant term. Paano yun nangyari? Constant term which is negative 12. Paano nangyari yun? Kasi di ba pag sinubstitute mo 0 dito and 0 dito, cancel to, matitira na lang ay negative 12. So, the coordinates of the y-intercept is 0, negative 12. So, once nakuha na yung x-intercept, y-intercept, pwede mo nang kunin yung vertex. So, to solve for the vertex, sulat ko lang yung formula. So, we use h and k. So, h will be equal to negative b over 2a. So, tandaan, in this case, the value of a is the invisible 1 here. Then, the value of b is positive 4. Then, the value of c is negative 12. So, sulat ko lang dito para lang di kayo malito mamaya. A is 1, b is positive 4, c is negative 12. Naaral nyo na to nung grade 9. Pero, ulitin ko lang, yung 1 is yung invisible 1 doon. Yung positive 4 ay ito. Then, ito yung negative 12. Numerical coefficient ng quadratic term, linear term, then the constant term. So, from there, substitute lang po. So, that would be negative 4 over 2 times 1. Ito ay galing sa value ng b. Ito ay galing sa value ng a. So, negative 4 over 2 times 1 is 2. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Then, we get the value of the k. Formula ng k, 4ac minus b squared all over 4a. Then, we'll have 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 12, all over 4 times 1. Ay, nakalimutan natin yung b squared. So, minus 4 squared all over 4 times 1, which is 4 times a. Okay. So, sinubstitute lang natin yung values ng a, b, and c dito sa formula. So, from there, we will have 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times negative 12 is negative 48. 4 squared is 16. May negative sa labas, so magiging negative 16 all over 4 times 1 is 4. Negative 48 saka negative 16 is negative 64. Divided by 4 is negative 16. Then, from there, meron na tayong value na, or meron na tayong coordinates na ating vertex. So, h muna, and that is negative 2, negative 16. Once na makuha na natin yung mga points na ito, pwede na natin i-graph. So, let's draw the Cartesian plane. Para lang hindi ganun kahaba yung video, plinat ko na yung mga points. So, ganun lang pa rin naman. So, plot natin itong negative 6, 0, and 2, 0. So, from the origin, negative 6 going left, ito yon. Then, from the origin going right, kasi positive, ito yon. Okay? Then, mula doon, plot na rin natin itong 0, negative 12. Since y-intercept, na-expect natin nasa y-axis negative. Going down, ito yung 0, negative 12. Then, our vertex is negative 2, negative 16. So, negative 2 going left, negative 16 going down. Then, trace na natin yung ating parabola. Since we have greater than, ang gagamitin natin ay broken line or dash line kapag plinat or trinace natin yung ating parabola. And so, hindi mo kailangan perfect na perfect as long as sakto yung ating parabola dun sa ating mga points. So, meron na tayong sketch ng ating parabola. Ang kailangan na lang natin gawin ay mag-test points. So, paano mag-test points? Dapat ang test points mo, isang nasa loob ng parabola, then isang nasa labas. So, pili ka lang ng point na nasa loob at nasa labas. Usually, ako, pinipili ko yung origin muna. So, since yung origin ay nasa loob ng parabola, so mag-start ako dun sa inside the parabola. So, how to test these points? Ang pang-test point natin una ay 0, 0. So, go to your original inequality, copy it. So, y should be greater than x squared plus 4x minus 12. So, from here, substitute mo lang yung 0 and 0. So, x is 0, then y is 0. So, 0 is greater than 0 squared plus 4 times 0 minus 12. So, 0 is greater than, cancel to, negative 12. Since 0 is greater than negative 12, this is true. Check lang din natin yung outside the parabola. Paano naman yung outside the parabola? Since nagamit ko na yung origin, pipili na ako ng another point. Sa totoo lang, kahit anong point, basta nandito sa labas ng parabola natin. Okay? So, ako, usually, yung pinipili ko, yung malapit na sa intercepts. Para hindi na masyadong mahirap. So, kung 2, 0, ito na yung pipiliin ko, yung 3, 0. Kasi, kumbaga, pili ka ng number na hindi ka na mahihirapang mag-substitute. So, 3, 0. Substitute mo lang yan dun sa original inequality natin, which is this one. So, y is 0 should be greater than 3 squared plus 4 times 3. Ayusin lang natin. 4 times 3 minus 12. 3 squared is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 minus 12 is 0. So, cancel na yun. So, is 0 greater than 9? Obviously, that is a false statement. So, ibig sabihin, ang set of solution ng ating quadratic inequalities ay yun lang nasa loob ng parabola. So, ito lang yung i-shade natin, itong inside the parabola. Since sabi nga natin, ang naging true dun sa ating test points ay yung ating test point na inside the parabola. So, therefore, all of the solutions inside the parabola is the solution ng ating quadratic inequality. Ganun po ito kunin.